G'day and welcome to the start of a new campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. In this one, we are going to be playing as Communist China and seeing if we can survive, basically, I guess. Start this, Iron Man mode is on. Communist China 1, yes. So, had a couple of practices and been variously destroyed by everybody around us. We are going to go for research speed. And got speed 5 before I forget. First thing we're going to do is get the political power here. Alright, free civilian factories. Can't do much at the start because we can't actually build up anything there. No divisions in basic training. We are going to turn down reinforcements and we're going to try and train 3 divisions in the corner up here. Now, these guys need to join an army under the control of Mao Zedong with Lin Bao as a mountaineer. Sounds good enough. They are going to be over here. Give them something to plan. And what am I forgetting? Got no navy, got no air force. Okay, let's get started. So yeah, first thing we want to do is conquer Shanxi to give us a bit more power in the region, and so that Japan can't declare war on them. They'll only be able to declare war on China. Which means we need to justify our war goal here as quickly as we can. We need 25 political power. Trying to secure his internal politics. Who's this dude? Yan Zhishan. Alright, a couple more days. Alright, perfect to the hour. Send that, and then we can declare war on the 30th of May. Yes. Now, I have messed around with a bunch of different things we can do in here to see if anything works, and nothing so far has. Mostly because a couple of times we just got unlucky. But I have figured out a couple of things, like this mutual assistance block will form even if you're already in a coalition. But what we're going to do is what I was trying to do in my last practice before I decided to test that and found out that that is how that works. We'll head down through Maoism, but we're going to have to go Government of National Defense quickly so that we become the leader of the Chinese bloc. And we'll just try and get the Japanese defeated. So we're going to sit on our border here. China should be able to defend here long enough for us to do some stuff. There is a couple of different ways to join the Comintern and get the Soviets to beat Japan for you. Tried to do that in the last one. We led the Chinese party, then we pulled out doing that, whatever it's called, mutual assistance block, and then we abandoned the assistance block, joined the Comintern, but then Soviets don't actually want to go to war with Japan a lot of the time, or against China was what we were trying to get them to war with, because of the length of their border here, which is just ridiculous. Alright, other thing is, these decisions. He's saying there's 11 available, which is wrong. We're going to turn off most of these though. Rhineland's been remilitarized. I don't care about any of that political stuff. And our focus has to become land distribution, so we can get the extra research slot there. So we're going to rush that. Now, we have plenty of points. I think the first one we're going to spend on Zhu Zhengqian for attack and defense. Yeah, the other thing is we don't need 2 guys there. Alright, so yeah, he has 2 divisions at the moment. He'll end up with about 6 by the time we're allowed to declare on him at the end of May. Spanish Civil War in March of 36. Hopefully the Republicans can win that. So, we're going to become the leader of pretty much all of China. Then we can kick these guys out of the faction after the war's over. Hopefully we'll be given all of Manchuria as the faction leader. Not sure that'll work how we want it to. But it's only 2 ways to find out, right? Now we have command power at the moment, so we should be going organisation first. And we can just do charismatic as well. Fair enough. Alright, electronic mechanical engineering. More research speed. Alright, waiting for 30th of May, which I think is the same day as this and this. Alright, the other thing is, when are these guys going to be actually ready? 26th of May and 5th of June. Might pop these guys out early. And a little negative here, but that doesn't matter too much yet. We're not going to turn on this plan. We're going to have to manually organise every single attack that we do in this war. It's like 8 versus 6. It'll be 11 versus 6. We want to try and do it quickly though. Because this is his only province with victory points, we have to take out most of his provinces. Right, 11 days to go. Land redistribution. Literacy programs, please. Mission to Germany. Mukden Military Academy. Guiding the Zaibatsus. Guiding them towards what? Civilian factories. Replace Zaibatsus with guide Zaibatsus. Construction speed up. Okay, unassigned divisions. True, but we'll leave them unassigned for now. Actually, they need planning speed. Which I guess doesn't matter, because that's today. Alright, add them into there. Now, I'm going to start researching production. And I guess we can just swing this around now. Alright, going to go ahead and declare the war. Makes industrial land appropriation available. War support and thing. We will want to do this so we can start thinking about that. Alright. Now, he's defending a lot of this, but he's not defending here right now. And out of these 4, let's go 2 and 2. There will be another guy there, yep. This will become his capital after we take his. And let's leave everyone else for now. This guy can finish. We're not doing this. That's the last one. Auto join the Red Army. The brighter Red Army. Okay, now we'll have problems over there eventually, but we just want to defend our side of the river for now, because that would be the worst thing, is him getting across there. And after you guys are done, head up there. The other guy, I'll wait until this is done. Alright, where's the other guy that just finished? Coming down. Good. Come around there. This is what we want. Alright, we need to deal with these strikes immediately. Can we use anything? Well, 13 days until something goes bad. One of the following must be true. That just triggers this. Fair enough. Actions, nothing. War bonds isn't true, so yeah, there's nothing we can spend this on yet, other than, I guess, fabricating on, like, Shibai Sanma. I mean, they're going to be on our side later anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, get heroes on the production front, please. Yeah, insufficient steel at the moment. Seems a little unreasonable. No, we're not going to trade for another one. Alright, now he is rolling around, that's fine. We need to keep an eye out for when these guys start trying to do anything to us. This looks better. At the moment, he's down to 38%. So eventually we'll need to bog these guys down in fights, but for now, we can just keep moving around. He's going there, these guys are heading up, this guy's heading up this way. By the time they've done much of that, we should have won without actually having to fight an army. Damn it. Well, he'll be in 3 days 15, he'll be in 2 days. So we need to attack. Alright, want to avoid fights as much as possible. They're moving out, which means we can move in. He still won't be cut off. It'll take 5 days, he's going to take 6 days. We're already coming back here to defend. Guess that's okay. Yeah, alright. So he should capitulate before any of these fights happen. Except maybe this guy. 4 days. Should be alright. There we go. That was just as the first fight of the war was actually taking place. Chinese demands. We are taking all states, right? Yeah, didn't click on puppet. End that. Done. So, get over to Mengkukwo and just start building up. And the other benefit of that is we can build an extra thing here. Cornered, no more. Cornered Fox is gone. No divisions in basic training, insufficient resources. Need a lot more steel now. Because we had 2 factories, now we have 4, so that's fair enough. But yes, we go to the Soviets to grab 1 factory's worth. We are 1,000 in the hole. That's a few months worth. Just need to get these factories going though. Okay, so Communist China is now 4 times the size it was a second ago. Can't really do the same thing against Ichibai Sanma because we get bogged down a bit in there, and then we have to worry about China attacking us. So we're just going to start preparing for the war against Japan, which means do this first, and then Renmin Jundoi, we need 13. Alright, strikes again, god damn it. Alright, they will form here. Auto-joining Red Army. Saying inferior enemy at the moment, but that won't last. Literacy programs. Done. So we need to head down through Government National Defense. So Yan'an first. I guess construction speed is going to be important. Whenever we fight, do it carefully. Oh, it's a good looking border there for now. Events or decisions timeout. Address the strike crisis. We have done that. Replace strikes with widespread strikes. If it fails. We did choose the thing though, right? Promises of peace. Yeah, see, our war support and our stability are super low. We're going to be in a defensive war though, it's worth 30%, so we will be okay. Getting unlucky on those strikes. And how long Is this going to take? A couple of years at this rate. Do we need reinforcements more than we need others though? Heroes in the production fund. Good. Spilly came up. At least it worked out the second time. And it is going to take a while. March, a year and a half from now, we'll get another factory. And supply around here is fine for us because our armies are pathetic. Can't do any more upgrades to generals. Both just barely started. There's a mountaineer. Which only actually helps in mountains, not hills, which is a little annoying. Alright, in our base area, we had to prepare for war with Japan. Otherwise, the other option was focus on China, which does give good stuff as well. Infiltration, particularly, lets you start doing the thing on the Chinese, which does start a civil war. Don't know if you're allowed to trigger that when you're in the faction together. Gain annex war goal against Jibai Sanma. No. Alright, the Japanese are doing army expansion. So we need to finish the next one. Basic machine tools. Demonstrate industry for factory output increase. Daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. It doesn't get colder during the night, apparently. Now, the other problem we're going to have, firstly, is we've spent so much on political power trying to get rid of the strikes. Our entrenchment is amazingly weak. And if those strikes hadn't happened twice, then we would have been good to have the silent workhorse and maybe an old guard, or probably better, Marjin Bu for the defense. Shanghai. Alright, Japanese have started bringing some troops over. A lot of command power. Absolutely nothing to spend it on. Go last stand for a week. Alright, any of these guys starting it? Alright, I've got 3 on the way. Which means it should be full, yeah. Alright, so everyone will be ready in just over a year. Mechanical computing, 38's too soon. We're prepared for the war with Japan. Is basically 37, so let's get our production cap up. Not near the top anyway. Right, Government of National Defense, please. Form a faction, be leader of all China. And if we can do it before Japan even start their thing, yeah, should be alright. Lin Biao plus 15, Mao Zedong minus 2.5. Just the daily gain, though. The actual base is good. Alright. Now, as much as I'd like to drill these guys, why are they so green? Should probably switch these guys around as well. Alright, we need to. Goes from 4 infantry to 6. This means that everything else here is going to be delayed. Still about a year. Yeah, now they can't keep up though because of because of the 600 that need to be put in for reinforcements first, because it's higher priority. And you know what? Upgrades really aren't as important as knocking these guys out. Alright, not too much longer. What's Germany doing at this time? Hermann Göring-Werke. Alright, construction speed. So we can't unlock our next research slot until we have 34 factories. They're all stuck together in this tree. Literacy programs 1, China Medical University need 34 factories and then need 69 factories for that one. So it's all about size of the country, which I guess is a better way of setting it up. Factory output, construction speed, we'll go there afterwards. Then remove power struggles, go to Maoism. Guangxi click 6 to join. Yes, we'll invite everybody in. So China automatically come in, and then all the other guys will ask to come in, including Xinjiang. Can't invite faction, they'll invite themselves. The Chinese United Front forms, allegedly, it's not actual, but we are the leader, which is good. So, no national focus. You know what, we could just kick China out. Kick from faction. Can't do it until May of 37. We'll see if we can do that, because then we don't actually have to go to war with Japan. We can just swing around to China instead. So, next national focus. Confrontation with the warlords. We demand your... See, I think this might be a waste, because they should be joining us anyway. I guess maybe not until it actually starts. Alright, I guess I want to get down to this one quickly. And we need defense on core territory. I mean, Guangxi Clip already asked to join, so hopefully Yunnan, Jibai Sanma, and Xinjiang asked to join as well. Plus 95, non-aligned, base reluctance. Otherwise they won't do it until the war starts. Although, they'll be called in onto China. Yeah, depends how it goes, really. We can kick it out in May. We've still got another 70 days after this, so we can kick them out before they get declared on. So maybe wait until the last minute, kick them out just before the declaration. Stage incidents at Jiquan. No, not doing any border war stuff. Attempted different things with border wars and lost every single one of them, so I don't think there's a point in doing it until you're really strong. Like China could probably do it. Alright, what are we waiting for? 35 days, 20 something of April. This infiltrate nationalist areas is vital to blobbing out and then starting the civil war. And I think we'll start with HoI. I think we're allowed to do Shandong. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're allowed to do this one. Yeah. Just takes a long time to organise the communists. Government of National Defence. The Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere is really just Japan and his guys anyway. Until he allies Siam. Alright, focus on China, done. Approved machine tools ready, fine. Anti-Japanese expedition. I don't think so. We just want to go infiltration. Yep. And whether these guys join or not, I guess doesn't really matter. But modification of government. We can afford the defense guy. Alright, we'll go with factory output and weapons of war. So Japan now should be doing Marco Polo Bridge. Which means he's justifying against us, but he's not. Oh, the humanity. So, why did the Guangxi click? Agree to come in, but nobody else will. Kick them from faction in 5 days. Alright, we are actually allowed to kick them. We'll let them think we're friendly for a while longer. But then... No, we're going to do civil war, we're not going to do a fabrication. Because when you trigger the not Chinese power struggle, the other one, that's not available yet, infiltration, then automatically triggers the civil war, as far as I can tell. Yubai-sama, yes, you can certainly come in. Alright, if the others would like to join as well, that'd be great. Big old government national defense, need Yunnan and Xinjiang. It'll be an extremely weak China, so yeah, you know what? I can't fabricate on them while they're in. They're just going to fold to Japan. Hell yes, come in. Probably because they think they're going to be defending China. They are still lined up on the same day. Alright, Xinjiang. Strategic reasons to ally Communist China. Alright. Revolution cannot but prevail. So, that's us. Everyone is in. Yes, they have joined. It is the 4th of July. So, here's your Independence Day, China. We kick you from our faction. Absolutely. Do it yourself. We bypass confrontation with the warlords. Which is what I was expecting to happen, because they're already in. Then gain revolutionary yes. I don't think there's a whole lot of... Well, except for Red Army weakened comes off there. Aftermath of the Long March is more important to get rid of, though. Organization regain, etc, etc. Yeah. I mean, for the training time, maybe. But it's more of a... infantry equipment problem anyway. Alright, we probably still want to declare war on Japan. So, we do need to justify a war goal. 120 days. Japanese will be a bit into the war. Japan's declared war on China. Infiltration is done. So, enforce the 3 rules is for stability. Remove low popular support. Otherwise we start going through here. Factory output directly. Stick with that one. Alright, and we should have... No, because we need... You have to have 500 infantry equipment to do each of the things on these, and you have to do at least 3 on each. 9, 12, 15 times 500. That's a lot of equipment, and if we're going to be at war with Japan, we can't really afford it. So maybe we don't go to war with Japan. Then he's going to do this whole thing. Well... do want to at least get one full army up and running. Oh, it's a tough choice. Do we go to war with Japan, or do we slowly try and do stuff to China, but they'll get overrun by the Japanese anyway. He's already lost Beijing. I mean, we can't beat the Japanese. We can hold them off along with the Chinese. We just don't want them in the faction when we do it. So we'll be able to call all these guys through. They'll get access through China. They'll come up and help. Guess we just sit here and defend. It all comes down to how long they can do their stuff. Well, we will set up a defensive line. Ten provinces. Done. 37 at the moment. 38's a bit soon. Engineering is 38 as well. Alright, let's go for radio, get our reinforcements. Still rather defend here as long as we can though. Only acclimatizing during the day? I don't know. A little weird. Must just be in the season. Alright, so we can declare war on Japan in 2 months' time. Now, yeah. If we were to go down this path the rest of the way, we can form the mutual assistance block, and then we can disband the mutual assistance block because the others won't join. Then we can join the Comintern, but he probably won't want to come to war against Japan because he's a bit funny about his border around here. Agrarian socialism. Okay, we shall grab the non-aggression pact with the Soviets though. We have accepted. And national focus rectification removes power struggles, which is the advisor costs. Yes. Rectification campaign. And from support weapons, it's so we need. No, it's probably other stuff we need first, like land doctrine. And yeah, we can't start the infiltration until this is at 500. Yeah, possibly never. A nice strong border here until the Chinese lose this one to the Japanese. Well, losing this one's fine. As soon as they lose this one, the Japanese will be able to get her in behind us. Could we shorten our line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. If we took these two, it would take an extra bit. I guess we'd rather sit in the mountains. There's still plains in the middle. Doesn't matter where we go. We've got a plains defense. This one's desert here. That's what I was thinking about. Alright, that'll be done soon. I guess having entrenchment speed could help. And the Japanese are across the river. Last of these comes out on the 19th. We could just wait a bit. We really want to distract the Japanese so they don't beat the Chinese back any further. I've got 1 landing. 2 landings, 3 landings. Yeah, right. They're going to be screwed. So, yeah, distract them as soon as we can. Let's declare this war. Call our allies in. Alright, volunteers from the Soviets. Straight away, please. Concentrated industry, done. This is 39, so engineering 38. It's the one you'd most go ahead of time on. They're going to be spreading out, so we're not going to bother getting over there to take anything. Keep our entrenchment. And Chukwo has joined them. Lend-lease from Guangxi, click. Yes, please. They'll come in a week. And they haven't even attacked us yet, so hopefully we've just lightened the load on the Chinese enough. They should be able to ask for access through them themselves. Alright, 2 units have arrived. They are attacking us, which means we can start doing our last stand sort of gear. It's already looking bad, but losing these. Non-aggression pact. No, China. Alright, gain base stability. Hell yes. And when these guys are done, I'm thinking that northern area is the most important. Get somebody over there. Starting 14th. This is going to take 7 days. That's completely wrong. Okay. He's going over there. And Soviet defenders, good. Nice, it's actually gone to the right ones. Next up, decisions available. Would be industrial land appropriation again. Let's turn that off for a bit. Alright, we've won there. Only 1,000 under. All we really need to do here is bog them down. A stalemate is a victory for us. Because it will give us time to... Oh crap, China. Seriously. Jesus Christ. We dragged that many of the guys off and he's just gone and folded. Well, he's maybe able to push them back at some point. He's going to have to be careful of our territory here. And, no, he does have a guy there. Radio. Alright, start of 38. This gives us extra defense, this gives us extra soft attack, so support weapons first. So we're trying to make that factory. Soviet steel is coming through Mongolia, so it's okay for a while. This one's wavering. Right, glad we got the Soviets in there. Be fine until Germany declares on Poland, then the Soviets will want to get some men back over there. Alright, this last one. Let's go here. And capture the port. They've joined this up. 1G click. Well, at least the Japanese are kind of spread out, I guess. Alright, Xinjiang and Jibai Sunma want to give us their men, so let's go grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They get into a different army with Mountaineer? No, go for Jude. Alright, they are over here, and can't remember who the other army was. Oh, it was Xinjiang. Okay. So we could use them over here, or we could try and help out Guangji Click, which I think is probably a better idea. So they will cautiously, quickly find their way down there. And we'll try and push them back later. There's not much chance of actually successfully pushing them back into the sea. Alright, and this is starting to be problematic. We need to offer them access, which they don't want because they're idiots. Penalty factory conversion, no. No. Yes. Alright, we start infiltrating. So, can't do Beijing anymore. Let's just start in Henan. It takes 180 days to do each one. Hunchless of Austria. Okay. Maoism done. We could jump out of our own faction. It wouldn't actually help us do anything else. So, what we need to do is stability and war support. Stability, stability and war support. Yeah, I mean that helps with factory production, so we need to go through that little bit of the tree first. And we've stalled them, so now we just need the Chinese to stall them. Why are we 1 man short? 19th of February. The problem's going to be when they come in this side. He is getting crushed. How close are these guys? He can't get through China. Alright then guys, ask for military access. And we're okay here for now. We're going to have to pull back as soon as they break through like this. Really don't want to have to get back over there. So, I think we should redirect these guys. Everybody stop. You need 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna, yeah, not going to be able to add them to the right one. Alright. Get in there. Protect our capital at all costs, and then hopefully we'll still be able to fall back at some point. Just if the Japanese come up around this way and cut us off, we're absolutely screwed. Throw in a defense every now and then. Particularly here, where we're already losing to the Japanese. It's got to just be a flanking thing, because he's got 3 that can attack down there. Soviets getting pushed back quickly. If we can hold on there. There's a little bit of a river crossing. This problem is this bit though. Damn it, come here. I'm trying to click on that. Yeah, we're in a bad position. Alright, everybody evacuate back to this line. Here guys, right now. Right, and we did the thing to make this cheaper, so silent workforce. Alright lads. Well, actually managed to get out, which is surprising. Get another 4 from Yunnan. Throw them directly on the secondary line. And then we're banning the opium trade, get our stability up. Need to infiltrate Henan. Be overrun before they even finish that. Really need to join the Comintern and get the Soviets to beat the Japanese. probably done that this turn. Alright. Soviets, come back here, buddy. Alright, until they actually get around there. Should be okay in the south eventually. That would help out even more. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they've even managed to push them back. Get them started on that under Peng de HoI. Can launch the communist uprising. That we're not doing for a long time. Probably after the Japanese have conquered China and flipped them to reorganized nationalist China, I think it is. But like how we've been handed this by the Guangxi. Yeah, command power's a problem. Oh, Soviets, get down this way. Alright, so hopefully we'll be able to hold the Japanese off because of the large river crossing. And because they're going to be so spread out, we'll be able to push them back hard once we're in good position. Desperate defense, even better. Where is it? More than 50% surrender progress, 20% entrenchment speed goes up. Yes, absolutely. We are desperate to defend. So what is our surrender progress? Oof, God. Oh, crap, he got across the... Oh, that's not good. Alright then. Have to keep the forts. That looks like plains. Let's avoid it. Let's try and hold on to these. If the other guys can hold that, all well and good. Alright guys, you've got to get out. Out, 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 before they overrun. Alright, start to come in from the side. How are these 6 doing? So we're trying hard, we'll just keep them there. Throwing their lives away. No, stop them from now. Let Chinese wear themselves out. We'll get a planning bonus against it instead. Although we are about to lose that. We'll be fine. Except for this whole thing. Oh, we've banned the opium trade. So we're going to try and bring the Comintern into this. This is an offensive war, isn't it? Yeah, we didn't go defensive. That's going to make things harder. It's like we're going to lose that defense, so... Yeah, pocket defense. Alright, pull this back. He's planning up, nothing else. Research slot is 4. Maximum entrenchment increase. And we've got the Japanese right where we want them. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here. When we come back, we will do our desperate defense of the mountains here and see how long we can hold them off. But thanks for watching, hope you're enjoying it, and hope to see you again soon. See you later.